Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical
Latino is taking you to another level.
Radical Latino, you're buffing it.
Hear that? It's like the pulse of the street, a hole of the chest.
Yeah! Welcome back to another episode, my people. Welcome back to the Radical Latino Show with your host, the Radical Latino, aka Mr. 25 on all Latin podcasts, aka Mr. Unsuable for the 20th week running. What is going on? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing swell. I hope you guys are actually, recovering from this whole pandemic. Things is moving, things is grooving. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything is going great. You know what I mean? Hopefully in certain parts of the country it blows over and you guys aren't getting as affected as other people are, So anyway, I want to give you guys a couple of updates, all right? So I've been posting some photos on Instagram of my workouts, right? Just me at the gym and shit like that. And I've been getting some good compliments, Truth Teacher and Tina over there trying to roast me. Fuck yeah. And because of that, I've been getting a couple of requests for workout tips and what to do and what not to do, recommendation on some supplements and stuff like that, to the point where I decided, because of this quarantine, I decided to make affordable workout plans in the PDF form. So that's what I decided. By the time this comes out, it should be available at theradicallatino.com. If it's not, just wait for my announcement, please. Just wait for my announcement. But if you already heard the announcement or it's going to come up or whatever, just go to radicallatino.com and go to shop and see if it's there, because I'm pretty much 99% complete. I just need some final touches and that's basically it. So I got some workout plans for you guys, affordable, starting at $5. You know what I mean? I got for beginners, and mind you, this is all three stacks are for the gym. So for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, all three of them are for the gym. You need to be at the gym for this. I also got a workout plan for at home, for the people who don't want to, work out at the gym or whatever. And for the ladies, because I already had 2 to 3 requests for the ladies. Yes, I have a Brazilian booty workout planned for ya, and I'm telling y'all right now, it's intense and it's guaranteed to grow your butt or your gluteus maximus 1 to 2 inches. Guaranteed to do it within, I believe, 12 to 16 weeks. But you guys have to stay like you guys have to be really dedicated to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for everybody. So before you guys purchase these workout plans that I am going to be putting available, there are going to be disclaimers on those. If you purchase the at-home workout plan, there will be disclaimers before you buy it. You're going to need certain equipment, certain things, and I'll let you guys know what the equipments are before you buy it. I'm not just going to let you purchase something without you not knowing what the equipments that you need are. But that's not the case for the 3 workout plans, the beginners, intermediate, and advanced. That's not the case, because they're meant to be for the gym. That's what they're meant. They're meant to be for the gym. And I give tricks and tips that I personally do to actually help you guys out. I know Marcel hit me up and I gave him some really quick pointers to improve his triceps just by moving your thumb. Just by moving your thumb. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that small replacements and small adjustments to your workout, the same workout that you do, the small adjustments on either your feet, on your hand placement, your thumb placement, just small adjustments like that make a big difference. And it will make it harder for you. So trust me. Once I did that, Marcel told me after his workout, it became harder, but he actually, you know, did feel some pump right after. So shout out to him. Hopefully that did work, you know, work out for him, and he could be one of these testimonials that's like, yo, go check this out. You know what I mean? So shout out to Marcel. And again, go to my website to see if it's available at radicallatino.com, and you guys will see shop. And if it's not there, just go back the next day or whatever the case is. But hopefully by the time this podcast is out, it should be out. Now, I uploaded a video of I'm not gonna say a debate, a discussion. I had a discussion with this guy named Dingo. I had a discussion, right? And me and this guy, Dingo, first of all, he's one of Antonio Batista's little white supremacist buddies and stuff like that. And let's not be cordial, he is a white supremacist. He's a blatant white supremacist. Let's just keep it real. I had a debate with him, and well, not a debate, it was basically a discussion. And a lot of people were like, yo, you treated this different, yo, you moved differently on this one, this and this and this and this. The thing is, I gotta tell you guys that whenever you go to another person's platform and you're going to challenge their point of views, you have to remember something. You don't go hot and heavy automatically, because one, they could just kick you out and you'll be just wasting your time. You know? Entertain it. This is like playing chess. Entertain it. When shit goes down, that's when you start hammering, but do it in a tactful way. And I believe that's what I did, in a very tactful way. My main goal there was to, one, show that him and Antonio, regardless of being buddies and white supremacists together and sharing the same ideology, he still sees him as inferior. That was one of my goals, which I achieved. Secondly, I want to achieve that Antonio will never be accepted within that white supremacist structure. I achieved that also, because he definitely admitted that. And lastly, I wanted to achieve what was his main message. What was Dingo's main message? And I achieved that as well. If you guys want to hear that debate, well, that discussion, go to my YouTube channel. Dingo has been one of these people that's been wanting to debate me or whatever the case is. I don't know why he's never wanted to come to my platform, but when he sent me the link, I saw an opportunity and I took it. According to him, he embarrassed me. That's fine. According to me, I felt like I achieved those 3 points. I wasn't there to win or lose. I went there for a specific agenda, and I believe I achieved that. But if we were going to go into a debate, it'll be a different story. It'll be a way different story. Completely different. You know, I wouldn't be fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Completely different story. So go check that out on my YouTube. I'm not going to upload it to the podcast because I don't feel like, you know, a discussion like that is, you know, conducive. So go to my YouTube channel and go check that out. Now, Antonio Batista, or Andy Batista, Antonio's not his real name, is Andy. he made a breakdown on it, and it's kind of hilarious, you know? And when he made a breakdown on it, there was one thing that he harped on for some reason. One thing that he harped on based on the discussion me and Dingo were having. The one thing he harped on was that Dingo said, what is your racial makeup? And mind you, I've talked about my DNA test for such a long time. I forget. It's not something I have in the back of my mind memorized. I forget. It was such a long time ago. I'm 33 now. I took that when I was 21. And I took the History Channel one when they were running commercials about, you know, find out your DNA stuff. They will run these type of commercials after Ancient Aliens. You know what I'm saying? So I called up, 3 payments of $20. I got my thing and whatever. The only thing I could remember, specifically, the only thing I could remember is being anywhere between 55 and 58% Spaniard. That's it. That's the only thing I could remember. 55 to 58 Spaniard. That's the only thing I could remember. And it could probably be less or more than that. I don't know. I don't know. So you guys do the math of what black and native I am. Y'all do the math. I could be 25% each one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do the math. Do the math. It's up to y'all. Do the math. But because I couldn't remember, and I just guesstimated, and I said, I don't know, something like 11%. I just threw that number out there because it wasn't nothing for me. That's what he harped on and said, oh my God, you're not black. Oh my God, you're not black. Mind you, something that I don't even remember. If I am going to do a DNA test, I'm definitely going to put it public. Definitely going to make a video about it. And if you guys want me to do that and make a video about it, I'll put a poll up and you guys decide. It's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to y'all. But that's what she was just, oh my God, holy shit, and all this other stuff, right? So I was like, yeah, y'all really harping on that shit? Because it's so funny. Because even Dingo goes like, oh, well, you're not black. And I said, well, I'm not white either. And he goes like, yeah, but so I'm like, yeah, I'm not white either, so you're not gonna accept me. And he also tried to harp on that too. Why you want to get accepted? Because that's what Antonio wants to do. Andy wants to get accepted, you know? That's the main reason why he does that. He sees blacks as inferior, so he wants to get accepted by non-black folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tick for tack type of thing. So with that being said, you know, it's funny how I just found it hilarious how they harped on that. Now, people were asking me in multiple, because everybody's going live now. Everybody's going live. Fighter's going live. Eddie's going live. You know what I'm saying? Even Comic, who used to just be in the comment section, now Comic is going live. Everybody's going live now. And obviously, these are people I follow. You know, shout out to Fighter, shout out to Comic. You know, go subscribe to them. They're cool people. You know, even though like me and Comic be bickering like little brothers and shit. shout out to Comic, man. Yo, that's my dude right there. Shout out to Comic. I could see us doing scandalous shit back in the day too. I could see us doing, like, if we lived in the Bronx together, I could see us doing some scandalous shit back in the day. But yeah, shout out to Comic. So people were asking me not only once but multiple times, am I going to do a response to Antonio? I'm not going to do a response to Antonio. I'm not. I'll clarify whatever y'all want me to clarify, but I'm not going to do a response to him. I could care less about that. That goes out the window for me. I could care less. Because today I found out that apparently Antonio's channel got taken down. And it is what it is, you know. When you spew constant hate, you know, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When you spew hatred for a certain group of people, it's going to, you know, stuff like that is going to happen. You know what I mean? So that's really not surprising whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's really not surprising whatsoever. But anyway, it is what it is, right? So also, I want to give you guys an update on my streams that I will be having. I will be having more live streams, and they will be relationship based. Again, I keep on forgetting to read emails on these live streams. I keep on forgetting to do that. But the next live stream, I'm definitely going to read some emails, and I'm going to keep these live stream relationship based. So if you guys have got any questions about anything or whatever the case is, let me know and I'll read it on the air, you know, and we could, you know, figure it out from there. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. Also, I want to give a public apology again. I'm doing this again because I did it on the live stream yesterday on Sunday, so I'm doing it again. So this could be, you know, recorded in time, like a time capsule, recorded in time. I wanted to say my apologies to Viva, you know, ex-Tina. I call her Tina. I just call her Tina. I want to give a huge public apology to Tina because in her live stream, I went in there with the wrong type of energy. I went in there with the wrong type of mindset. And I went up in there with the wrong type of vibration. It was stupid. I never even heard that word before, but apparently it's a thing. With the wrong type of vibration. Oh my god, vibration. Right? So I want to give a apology to her because I respect her as a person, respect her as a mother, and I respect her as a content creator. The last thing I need is for me to, you know, go in with my bullshit and fuck it up, you know. I didn't try to come in there some type of way or, you know, get emotional or whatever, but guess what ended up happening? The exact same thing. You know what I mean? I ended up getting emotional or whatever the case is. Because, you know, I felt like the women up in there were, you know, straight capping. I felt like they were lying, and y'all ladies know who y'all are, you know, bunch of little liars. No, but I felt like they were straight capping, you know, so I wanna, and I should have approached it very differently. And as a man, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart for that. And also I wanted to apologize to Moise or Moise or Moses or however you pronounce it. I gotta learn how to pronounce your name, bro. For the offhanded comment that he said. And apparently, listen, dude, let me apologize because I didn't see that it was a joke. I just didn't read it like that. You know, I took it serious, so my fault, bro. There's no need for you to, you know, feel some type of way. And my apologies if I made you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give those two public apologies. And guess what, guys? I don't mind apologizing. You know, it is what it is. Doesn't make me no less or greater than anybody else. You know, it is what it is. If you fuck up, acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge it. Now let me read the comments for last week, episode 204, reflections of 2020. If you guys want your comments read, go to my YouTube channel at the comments section, write your comments, and I will read it the following week. Now, Big Head Ant says, I am Mexican and say we must start our own militia on the soils of USA. Yeah, okay, own militia, you should maybe. Let's see how that goes, but I'll definitely support that if it's for the right cause. You know what I mean? If it's for the right cause, you know, we should definitely do that. Marie said, how was your New Year's and holidays? It was great. Hopefully yours was great as well. Marie, shout out to you. Viva goes 14 minutes and 07 seconds. Rolling eyes emoji, pimp game, blah blah blah. Shout out to Tina. LT says, hey, Radical, Happy New Year. Looking forward to 2021 blogs. Here's something that you might find interesting. Let me know what you think. And it's a link. I did find it interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely did find it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like a little historical thing type of thing. So shout out to you. And a truth teacher says how to make a sentinel arms or whatever. It's fucking asshole. Truth teacher's just an asshole. But shout out to truth teacher. Shout out to everybody that commented. If you want your comments read, go to my YouTube channel on the comment section down below, write your comments, and then I'll read them on the air next week. Now, moving on to my first topic. Oh my god, the first topic of 2020. Oh my god, oh my god. Now, my first topic of 2020 is Soho Karen. Oh shit. What are my thoughts on this? Okay, so let me just give you guys the cliff notes, the things that I think about. The cliff notes, the things that occurred, the things that I've seen online, the narratives I've seen online, the reality, and then my thoughts. Okay, so there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff, right? So what ended up happening was this lady, Soho Karen, right? I'm not gonna say her name, her real name. Soho Karen, right? She lost her cell phone or whatever the case is, right? She accused a black teen of taking it, and she went ballistic. She went ballistic. The teen's father was recording it, and she went insane. Oh my god, this is my phone. But the thing is, it's not only did she go ballistic, while the teen is walking away and leaving the hotel, she literally like bum rushes everybody out the way and like almost tackles this dude down. Like, what the fuck? And mind you, he never even had her cell phone whatsoever. Not once. Not even had it. Now, this whole thing went viral, right? This whole thing went viral. It went crazy. I started seeing it on social media and stuff, but I wanted some more information. TMZ caught up with her. She's in California. They were like, hey, are you racist? This and this and this and this. And she's like, I can't be racist. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. She said that, and I said, here we go. They're gonna start using this bullshit as, you see, the black and brown. There's no black and brown coalition. There's no black and brown community. You see how these people treat her, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, oh my god. Here we go. So, I decided to do some digging, and shout out to Moon. She actually did a video on this. Go check that out. She did some digging as well, and found out that this girl is not Puerto Rican. She's not even 100%. She's a quarter, because the bitch is Puerto Rican, Italian, German, and some other shit. I forgot. Some other shit. Basically, she's not 100% Puerto Rican whatsoever. She's mixed with white, and then what? A little bit of Negroid, how they like to say it, how they like to call it. Mixed with white and a little bit of, you know, Puerto Rican, a little bit of, you know, how a little bit of mud people, you know, how they like to fuck it up with that type of terminology. So I saw this and I said, oh, here we go. They're gonna start talking about white Hispanic this and white Hispanic that. Here we fucking go. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. I kept on seeing in every other YouTube channel white Hispanic this, white Hispanic that, Hispanic this, Hispanic that, just because shorty said she is Puerto Rican and she misrepresented herself when in reality she's not even Puerto Rican. She's like not even half. She's like less than a quarter. Anyways, she's just a white woman. That's all it is. She's just a white woman, right? She's a white woman living in the white world, thinking that she could get away with bullshit like that. Then I did more research and found out that this is not the first time she's done this. This is not the first time she's done this. I find out that she done this multiple times to multiple people. And these people were not people of color. And then it determined, and a light bulb went up in my head and said, wait a minute. I don't believe the Soho Karen thing is racist. At all. The fact that she did this type of dumb, mental bullshit to everybody else, you know, and she got away with it. Again, getting away with it. It gave her a green light to say, okay, whatever. And plus, because of her whiteness, you know, gives her the pass. Then I said, no, then I don't think it's nothing racist that she did. The bitch is mentally ill. That's plain and simple as I can put it. The bitch is mentally ill. If you can go out and harass random people and accuse them of random shit that has nothing to do with them, you're mentally ill. If you can go out here and accuse somebody and ruin their life, you're mentally ill. And this goes back to the live streams that I had holding women, well, men and women accountable, right? For situations. For the most part, I've seen that most women do this shit, like fake child support when the baby is not even the guy's. Fake pregnancies when shorty's not even pregnant. Fake assaults when nobody even hit her. Fake rape when nobody raped her. And when they find out it's a lie, literally that girl goes scot-free. Nothing happens. It's very rare that they face consequences, but for the most part, women like that go scot-free. And I've seen it happen time and time again for it to just be a coincidence. I've seen it happen time and time again for it to just be a one-time thing, fluke. I've literally seen it time and time again with people around me that I know. Literally. So, because of that, I said, oh, hell no. I'm not gonna buy this shit, you know? She feels like she got white privilege and she could walk around here causing mayhem on people like everything is all fucking good. You know what I'm saying? When it's not. Is it a little bit of racism? I'll probably give it a little sprinkle of racism. But for the most part, I don't think it is. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think it is. I think it's mental illness. She had a interview with Gail Kim. I think, was it Gail Kim? What's actually, hold on, let me see something. Because I know it's Gail. I know it's Gail. I hope I didn't butcher her name. Jesus Christ. I really wish I didn't just butcher her name. She had an interview with hold on. Okay, Gail King. There you go. Okay, Gail King. So there you go. I said it right. She had an interview with Gail King. All right. I thought I butchered her name. My fault. She had an interview with Gail King, and Gail was going at her. Rightfully so. Going at her, poking holes in her logic, And Shorty dead goes, Gail, stop. Stop it now. That female shit, like, first of all, your lawyer's right there with you. And she told you, yo, chill the fuck out. Chill out. And not once did you even admit that you were wrong. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You're not gonna admit that you're wrong. That's privilege. That's privilege talking right there. Soho Karen is the equivalent and not only the equivalent but the example of somebody using their white privilege to the max and them finally getting retribution and being told no and they can't handle it. That's the perfect example of it. That's the perfect example of it. Again, I am gonna sprinkle a little bit of racism into the equation because with white privilege does come that white superiority and all that, you know, BS. I'm not saying that I know what she thinks. I just know how these people think. And I will give it a high probability that she either you know, believes the same thing. I'm gonna give it a high probability. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. She could be more, you know, woke than me. I mean, but I doubt that. I doubt that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, right? That's what it is. And she got arrested in California by NYPD and all this other bullshit, blah 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 blah, right? So tell me what y'all think about Soho Karen. Is she racist? Is she mentally ill? Do you guys hate the fact that they're using this white Hispanic thing when a shorty is nowhere near Hispanic whatsoever? You know what I'm saying? So tell me what y'all think and on the comments down below. Now, moving on to my next topic. Social media bans Trump. Oh my goodness. I literally did not see this coming, to be honest with y'all. I didn't see this coming. Social media, basically Twitter, banned Trump. Banned him, I believe temporarily until this whole inauguration it's over. And I believe Facebook banned him permanently. To the point where it didn't even stop there. It didn't even stop there. Twitch took him out. Shopify, a website that he was using to sell his merch, his presidential merch, booted him. PayPal is no longer processing payments. I didn't even know he was in Twitch, to be completely honest. And Apple and Google both said that they wouldn't host, they'll take the download, the app Parler off of their app store. And I was confused. I said, what the fuck is Parler? Apparently Parler, aparentemente, I didn't even know this. Apparently Parler is another Twitter, but it's like a BitChute for YouTube. It's a place where it's not really regulated like that, and you can say a bunch of racist shit as much as you want. So when Apple and Google did this, Amazon said we will no longer support Parler in our servers, which completely devastates that company as a whole. Because even if you have the app, you won't be able to access it. The servers are down. That's it. It's over. How can you access something that is no longer up? And this also tells me something else too. This tells me that these companies know what these white supremacist websites are, and how come they don't shut them down until something crazy like this happens? That says a lot to me. That really does says a lot to me. It says that, you know, they are finally cracking down on a person that can incite violence, and because Trump is the face of white supremacy, we have to keep it real. Trump is the face of white supremacy, and the fact that these companies, they know what some of these apps are, websites are, and they just leave it until something big happens, tells you a lot. Either it tells you that they don't mind making money from these dumb fucks, or that they really got no moral compass until this shit really blows over. I mean, blows up. I mean, that's what it tells you. And I'm like, I don't know. It says a lot. But now the company, Parlor, they're saying that they're gonna rebuild. They're going to come back new and improved, but it's gonna take time. So I don't know. I really don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Is it good that Trump is no longer on social media? Is that good? Is it bad? Tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? Tell me what y'all think. Now for the main topic. The power of white supremacy. So that's the title of this episode. The power of white supremacy. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we saw throughout this Capitol raid, Capitol coup, whatever you guys want to call it, when it happened, we saw these white supremacists literally going up on Capitol Hill and showing they ass out. Now let me, for those uninitiated, let me just put some context out there, right? So what happened was, right? What happened was on Capitol Hill, first of all, Donald Trump made a speech because Congress was counting the votes of Joe Biden. Trump made a speech, as he always does. He emboldened his supporters, and because of that, all hell broke loose because of that, right? His supporters stormed into Capitol Hill, broke in. All the senators evacuated. They had to flee and run, and Trump was nowhere to be found even after his speech. And I want to let you guys listen to his speech. And it's very quick and it's very fast. I'm gonna let you guys take a listen.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Well, that is a small clip of his speech. It goes on, but it's safe to say that President Trump, emboldened his supporters, and I believe it's very naive for anyone to think otherwise. It's very naive. It's very rudimentary. It's very fantasilic to think that he didn't do what he did. He didn't, but he knows his base. He knows what makes them tick. He knows what rounds them up. He knows what buttons to push and what to say. So I believe is very idiotic for anyone to think otherwise. The thing is, a couple of things showed, first of all, with this whole riot. One, it showed, first of all, it's a symbolic thing. it's a symbolic gesture that white supremacy still has power in this country, right? Even though it was white people against other white people. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was white people against other white people, it showed that white supremacy still has power. With different facets of the government. The reason why I say different facets is because this mentality runs deep into a person's life, regardless of your job title. The reason why I say that is because there's been plenty of evidence that basically was showing in a couple of days of these people posing selfies with police, posing selfies with Capitol Security. Some of them were even escorted in by Capitol Security. Some of them were even a part of this whole thing that were part of Capitol Security. And also on top of that, it's real funny. One of the senators complained saying that the rioters found his secret office. And the only people that knows about his secret office is the people that either, you know, some of the Congress people or Capitol Security. And it's real, again, it goes deep. It goes deep with this type of mentality of white supremacy. It goes deep with this type of, you know, a viewpoint of white supremacy. It really runs deep. Really does. It really runs deep. The thing is that this showed, again, the power of white supremacy. Regardless of what you think, regardless how poor these people are, regardless of how destitute these people are, they rallied around a cause, which is white supremacy, and decided to do something about it. That's something we gotta respect. That's something that we definitely have to respect, because we don't do that. The closest thing that we've done that was during the riots with George Floyd, setting police stations on fire. That's a huge symbolic symbol. Huge symbolic symbol, but that's nothing compared to what happened in the Capitol building. 5 people died. 5 people died. 1 committed suicide. There were 5 of them were part of the, you know, Capitol Security. They were the police. So I should say 6, right? But anyway, because 1 committed suicide, so I'm not even gonna count it. 5 died. 4 of them were Capitol Police. One of them, who I already know that the white supremacists are gonna make her the symbol of what happened. The symbol. One of these like little meth heads got shot in the neck. You know what I mean? By Capitol Security. Only 1, because this dude feared for his life. You know what I'm saying? And that was a justifiable, you know, shooting, obviously. And the thing is, you can see again the white privilege into this whole thing. You can see the, how can I say, you can definitely see the double standard in treatment when it comes to this whole thing. And again, that goes to white supremacy. Not one time have I ever seen either a Black Lives Matter protest or Antifa, you know, anti-protest or anything, have I ever seen them storm into a federal building and take that shit over. We have to remember something, people. These are the same people that said that the rule does not apply to them. Rules don't apply. Let's go back and think of the couple of things that ended up happening due to this type of mindset, right? Let's go to what happened with this type of mindset. You're gonna have Charlottesville, a bunch of violent white supremacists talking about blood and soil, the Jews won't replace us, and all this other bullshit, you know, coming together against one camaraderie, and that camaraderie is hate, you know, hating non-whites, you know what I'm saying? And it turned violent because they killed somebody, you know what I'm saying? Regardless how they want to say, Antifa had guns. They didn't kill nobody. Yeah, motherfuckers did. You know what I'm saying? People lost their job. Good. So Charlottesville happened, right? Then you get another white supremacist Trump supporter who starts mailing bombs all over the place to different news organizations, anchors, and politicians. He wasn't writing his mind. He was a fanatic. Again, a Trump supporting white supremacist. These are the people that are saying to be non-violent. These are the same people that are saying that you should respect the law, but whenever the law comes and disrespects them, it's not a problem for them to break it. Look at the double standard. This is the type of thing we got to look at. Look at the double standards. These are the same people who are saying this. You know what I'm saying? These are the same people who are saying this. Because these are the same people that talk about police state. We're in a police state. We got to stop this. You know, we got to come together. This is a police state. But then again, these same people with the police state justify an unarmed black man getting shot by police. Justify an unarmed black man jogging getting shot by civilians. These are the same people. Oh, you gotta comply. But when it comes to them, they stormed federal buildings. They didn't comply. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. There's a double standard here. There's a double standard here. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100% real. Now, you got mail bombers and all this other dumb shit, right? From their side. I'm not even going to include the mass shooters, the countless ones, the El Pasos, the synagogue, the New Zealand. I'm not even going to include none of that shit because that should be a self-explanatory. Then you got a group of these white supremacists coming together to kidnap a mayor. Again, these are the people that are telling us to protect the law. These are the same people telling us we should abide by the law. These are the same people telling us if you comply, maybe it'll go easier for you. These are the same people telling us, but look at their history. Let's look at their history. They're completely a bunch of contradictions. 100%. If you really want to really take a real deep dive on how these people really maneuver and the contradictions of how they think, go look at that discussion I had with South Dingo. Completely a bunch of contradictions that make no type of sense. A bunch of pseudoscience that he believes and those people believe to justify their hate against black folks and non-white people. Go look at that. Study that. And then you'll start finding and seeing a different side of things. That's when you'll start finding and seeing, okay, maybe radical isn't as radical as I thought. You know what I'm saying? This is the power of white supremacy. Some people might say, well, they didn't really do much. Those people are getting arrested. Those people are getting found out. Again, if you don't understand white supremacy, everything else will confuse you. Shout out to Nelly Fuller. That's not the point. The fact that they're getting arrested, it's okay. That's cool. But let's look at the charges. And why I'm saying let's look at the charges. The same way how some of these police officers up in the Capitol building were in mental connection with these white supremacists, because they were white supremacists themselves, taking selfies, escorting them in, and all this other stuff. You don't think that these judges won't see them as, okay, this is my white supremacist brother or sister? Come on, bro. Come on, guys. Let's look at the majority of convictions that I'm seeing. Majority, not all, but majority, are basically trespassing charges. That's all I'm seeing. A bunch of trespassing charges that is basically a slap on the wrist. That's basically what it is. It's a slap on the wrist. It's a nothing burger. It's nothing. And this is the type of things that we're gonna really look at and point, you know, and point our hat to and say, hey, at least they're getting punished. Some of them are even getting fired. That's good right there. I encourage that. Shout out to the people finding these people at their job. Shout out to them. Because these organizations and companies need to really know who they have employed. They have a bunch of people who are radicalized, a bunch of people that can harm, regardless of what your job title is. Imagine you're a realtor. Imagine you're a realtor and your co-worker went to one of these rallies. Now you know that he's a white supremacist or she's a white supremacist. Let's look at her track record or his track record. A bunch of denials of non-black people not getting apartments. Wow. Coincidence? I don't think so. You know what I mean? And we definitely have to keep these people accountable. And also, let's be honest. Some of these organizations, like these bosses or whatever the case is, I guarantee $100 that they already know when they were on some bullshit. Their employees were on some bullshit. I believe they already knew that. I don't believe not once that they didn't know and this is catching them by surprise. I don't believe that shit. I really don't. But I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. I will definitely give the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But again, just going back to the main point, this shows the power of white supremacy. This shows that regardless of what these other people might think, they are going to power themselves to overpower the status quo. Mind you, Trump has rung a bell that you cannot unring. This right here is very important. Very, very, very important and very symbolic. This right here is a small, I would say, to be completely honest, I would say Trump's rallies were the starting point catalyst of what might happen next. This Capitol Hill, not riots, but this Capitol Hill insurgents or coup, it's gonna be nothing compared to what might happen next. I'm telling you right now, it might be nothing compared to what might happen next. And I don't know. Knowing these white supremacists, you don't know what the fuck they got under their sleeves. You know what I mean? These are the type of people that go in the woods and start practicing for this mythical war or civil war that might happen. You know? These are the same people. And they're doing all of this because they fear the unknown. They're doing all of this because they fear being misplaced. They're doing all of this because they fear this white genocide that they think might happen. When I was talking to that South Dingo guy, I even asked him, is that something you fear? And he goes, well, I don't want to be extinct. White people are going to be extinct. And that's so stupid because there's no such thing as white people. There's no such thing as black people. We're just people, and because of environmental changes, we have less or more melanin in our skin. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know, people are not going extinct. A certain people with certain hues might, you know, might change and die out, but that's their race is not dying out. Their culture is not dying out. Come on now. Come on now. Let's keep it real. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying, this shows the power of white supremacy. These people out here with Confederate flags and all this other stuff. Y'all really think, for anybody that doesn't know what a Confederate flag or the history of the Confederate flag, the person that invented it even said it, this flag represents white supremacy and the supremacy of white people. That's what the flag represents. Has nothing to do with South culture. Has nothing to do with keeping the culture alive. Notice how literally all these races have this flag, and for some reason they're not in the South. So what culture are they preserving? Come on now. Let's keep it real. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoy my future episodes. I want to give a big shout out to all my new subscribers. A big shout out to all my new podcast listeners. I see y'all, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. You know, if you want to hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at the same name, radical_Latino_. And also, if you want to donate to your boy, that's totally fine. Go to my website, radicallatino.com. Talking about my website, I have workout plans ready. So by the time this episode comes out, that should be already done. That should be already done, maybe. So just go check just throughout this week. This week is gonna be done 100%, but just go check. You know what I mean? Just in case, just go check. But again, if you want to support me non-monetarily, just hit up the app, the podcast app, and hit me with 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave out like I always do. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I'm gonna catch y'all later, alright? Peace.